Hello, everybody. It's episode 6, and in this episode, I'm hoping that we don't have any bits of skin falling off anybody, or we had the episode last week. It was graphic, it was extremely well done, and I never want to see it again. Also last week, we had Ruby going through a bit of a transformation herself, and her being this white lady for an extended amount of time. I don't know, how long did it take her to get a job as assistant manager? Like a few hours. But you could see how her being in that role was starting to change how she was treating the Tamara, who was also, she was just doing her job, trying to do the best she could. And then Ruby's like, one, she didn't like that she wasn't super qualified, that she wasn't going the extra mile, because Ruby's always felt like that's what she had to do. She had to struggle to get for what she got. You have to be that much better just to stand out and just to, So she was frustrated with that. Then she started being, snippy and bitchy, and I think at the end she was like, you know what? Gotta take a step back. I gotta go back to who I am before I stray too far. But I don't know. I don't know how much she was straying, or maybe it was just circumstance. Maybe she just hated that particular girl. Anyway, so this episode, we're gonna no grotesque stuff, but I want some super interesting stuff. I don't mind monsters. We can have monsters. We can have aliens. We can have, little Pac-Man creatures. I don't care. Let's get into it. And I wonder what, each episode has been sort of a mini episode in itself. I wonder what kind of episode it's going to be. That's why I don't think they're going to do much of the body horror stuff again, because it feels like contained to that one idea, one episode, even though we sort of know what happens now off screen. When it turns into let's see what this one brings us.
You went home. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, what's going on with that story?
You believe me now?
How'd you know, goddammit?
Yeah, it says.
You should have listened to me.
It says dietitian. He just has to cut back on his carbs and work out a bit more. You'll be fine. Hey, it's Judy Garland. I think I've only seen her in one thing. Can you guess what that one thing is? I'll leave it as a mystery. Ooh, this is Korea? No. What the? It's a musical. It's a musical. Can you imagine if this actually happened and it wasn't empty? Oh, she was just imagining it. Oh, do it. Actually do it. Is this going to be a Korean episode? Is it going to be a flashback though? Or is it present day? And this is not the present.
김치가 너무 빨리 쉬니까. 어때?
Got a spoon or something?
우리 집이 다시 일어서는
What happened?
유일한 방법은 네가 우리 집에 남자를 데려오는 거야.
How about... Nope. Customs, tradition.
오빠 진짜 잘생겼어요.
Does it work? Nope. Blind date? He's like, not this one.
Romantic longings.
Do the Judy Garland thing.
당신은 미국의 선정물에 시간을 합의하시오?
He wasn't for you anyway. You should be crossing him off your list. They don't get to cross people off. Is Atticus going to be here?
저도 2번이나 봤어요.
Hey, they have something in common.
사실은 저도 주디 갈란드를 좋아하거든요.
짝이 되신 분들
Did Did he circle her? Don't X her. What did you... What? Why? Didn't like the choice of song from that Judy Garland movie?
지아야,
Yeah?
우리 커피 마실 건데
I hate
같이
her. I
가자.
hate that one.
제가 가면
She's like the
방해만 될 거예요.
super popular.
내가 너도 구경하러 와.
우리 엄마가 오늘 저녁에 남자 데려오기만
You just get
기다리신다고.
her
이
sloppy
미팅에서
seconds. Maybe she's not
네
so
마음
bad.
바뀌면 우린 다방에 있을 거야.
Is it an orgy?
마음 좀 바꿔.
To bang?
양말.
Korean Ruby? Hey, what the hell was that? How does that work? Did I miss the part where she's super seductive? Dude's getting undressed faster than Superman. Wait, does he get undressed fast? Kind of. This show is all about the sex scenes. They never fade to black. We always get to see them. You did it, dude. Good job. And is he dead? Did she kill him? Is she like a praying mantis? You know what? She could be. You know, I've had stranger one-night stands, but... Holy shit. Dude, I think this is an X. Just cross her off. Oh! How's the kimchi coming on?
10명만 더.
Well, this took a turn. I thought she was just like... You know, I was thinking, oh, mother's trying to hook her up with somebody. You know, it's arranged marriages. Feeling sorry for her. But instead, it's the other common thing. You know. Boy meets girl. Girl turns into weird monster during sex. Boy's head explodes. Well, his entire body exploded, so... Good job, dude. I'll react to it. If you want me to. All the Judy Garland movies. What's going on? Korean War? Is it America? Thanks, dude. Who's gonna clear up all these leaflets?
여친은 암만 남편이 저 하나 걷잖아요.
넌 그걸 다 기억하니? 내가 그 사람들이 혼을 빨아들일 때
Ooh.
그 사람들이 죽기 전에 사람은 전부 봐요.
That's what those flashes were?
더 이상 꺼내지 마.
Um,
넌 한 달 더 왔어.
I think I just put two and two together in my head. But,
2명의 영혼이 필요해. 그러면
really?
네가 삼킨
It's like a curse or
기억들이
something?
구미호의 혼이 너를 떠나고 군이를 집에 데려와.
Well... Atticus has to come in here at some point. She's not gonna kill him. Maybe she'll fall in love.
언니가 다르다는 것도 신경 났어요. 저도 다르거든요.
Do you
무슨
turn
말이야?
into a spider monster too?
다르다는 게 잘못된 건 그 사람들이 우리 모두 비방하는 거지.
Well, you know, when you're a lesbian spider monster,
우리 모두 인간이라고.
people treat you different.
전 더 이상 다른 영혼을
Just one
빼앗지
more.
않을 거예요.
Just one more.
아니, 넌 그렇게 할 거야. 무당의 대가가 있을 거라고 했지.
A hefty price.
너무 컸지. 그 안에 깊숙이
Okay,
묻혀져 있어.
it's making more sense.
모든
She's assuming a lot.
전부 다 한꺼번에 돌아올 거.
All she had to do is kill 100 men. She thinks that once this one becomes human, this spirit is in the body of her daughter, summoned to wreak vengeance. But there's none of her daughter is left, apart from fragments of memory.
그만하라고.
Hey, gotta clean up all the blood before you storm out. Still no sign of Atticus.
Information is being leaked out of your hospital to the hands of communist pigs.
Gonna start shooting people?
in 1700 hours.
Or she did it.
Is it you?
Could be. Look, she's kind of wearing red, sort of. Jesus. Never saw that in a Judy Garland movie.
It's me. 영자님, 영자.
Get her up.
Take her from questioning. Just gonna keep pointing.
집에 가서 좀 쉬어요.
She only has eyes for. She only has eyes. Well, he's never going to be able to read it now. So how about number 100? How's that
오늘
coming?
마지막 영혼을 가지고 갈 거예요.
Yeah, but she has to, like, seduce him, right? Do you like Judy Garland movies? What's your favorite song?
You read this to me? My glasses broke in the bombing.
Oh, it's the Count of Monte Cristo.
I only got a few chapters left.
Edmund gets his revenge on Fernan in a sword fight. Takes down Villefort.
Spoilers?
That's how it ends.
Why? She's a bitch. Why are you spoiling the book for him?
You really? I see what they thought that change would make for a better movie.
Ooh, she's only seen the movie?
You gotta read it now.
Seen any new flicks you want to spoil for us?
Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna spoil the Harry Potter movies on us now?
Everything going on, it must have been nice to escape into the dark for a few hours.
Don't pretend like you know her. She'll fall in love with you and then she won't be able to kill you.
Have you two met Judy Garland?
Yeah, we're all friends with her. You know?
So it's the only way we'd meet Judy Garland is if I was her butler or he was her chauffeur. We don't talk much anymore.
Things are difficult with my mother too. She wishes I was someone I'm not.
I like who you are.
They're about 2 steps away from
My entire life, my
scary times.
시내에서 오늘 밤에 아티카스를 만나기로 했어요.
계획이 변경됐어.
Yeah, we
따라오시오.
were 1 step away from scary times.
아티카스?
Hey! Aww. Look at this.
Judy Garland's got some confidence.
Ooh. Smooth, Atticus. Smooth. She's not gonna kill you. Not after this.
Do this.
There were a lot of musicals back then, weren't there? Movies with dance numbers. So far, so good, Atticus. Maybe she'll see glimpses into his life, and she won't make the killing blow. Oh, she's in the special candle room. 99 and counting.
I've never done this before.
Wow. Yeah, we saw Letty, and now we're
You're a
seeing
virgin.
Atticus. He chose you, number 31.
I'm not.
No, that's okay. That's not why.
Can she do it without killing him? Maybe?
Get out!
Ooh.
Get out! Go!
She's sparing him. She's sparing him.
그렇지만 이제 그 남자에게서 정말로 어떤 감정을 느껴요, 엄마.
It's fine,
부르지 마.
just find somebody else and we can kill them,
세상으로 날
and then you can be with Atticus.
You killed my best friend.
Ooh, she's laying it all out.
You're you that shot some of us at checkpoint, then dragged her away.
You knew this entire time and didn't say a word. Gee, you made me care for you.
She was planning to kill you.
What's wrong?
Because I was going to kill you. But I didn't. Because I've never felt this way either. And then I got to know you and I realized how this war has torn you apart. We've both done monstrous things. But that does not make us monsters.
They can make it work. They just can't ever have sex. Ooh, they're doing it. They're not in the magic candle room, though. Is he going to see visions of her life? And she used to live on Mars? Nothing weird happened. So, Mom, I'm going to America to meet Julie Garland. And,
그 남자에게 말했니? 그
how
남자는
do you
네가
approach
누군지
that?
그 사실을 모르니까.
To be like, Atticus, do I have a tale for you? So why do they part ways? Does she open up to him and he's like,
in the mountainous
what?
forest lives a nine-tailed hawk spirit called the Kumiho.
Okay.
Into the form of a beautiful woman
9 tails.
to avenge the wrong done by men.
What do you think of that, Atticus? It's a beautiful story, isn't it? Would you want to meet somebody like that?
There are so many things you don't know about me.
There's nothing you could tell me that would change the way I feel about you.
Look at the book, dude. She said she could control it, but maybe she'll lose control. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. She's fighting for control back. Ooh, she's gonna see. Wait, she didn't stop seeing. She didn't stop seeing. I think she's seeing his future. That's why she on the
You're
phone.
going to die.
If you go home, you will die. I saw it.
Stay the fuck away from me!
Everything is falling into place.
Perhaps you don't
Ooh,
understand
I like this shot.
what it's like to have constantly been written or talked about.
You only have one tail.
By certain, they've tried to kill me along the way, and by God, they won't.
Is that Judy Garland speaking?
They
Is this the magic person that the mother went to summon the fox spirit?
아트카스가 죽나요?
What do you think? He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Jeez, that's not an answer, lady. Are we done? Before I talk about that episode, I just want to go back and have a look at her vision. Okay. Close to Chicago, yeah. What's he doing? Getting baptized? I don't know. It's not very clear. She says, we can take it, her word, that she saw him die, but we didn't really see him die. You know, it wasn't like, it was more kind of a drooping. What an interesting episode. Very, like all the episodes this season have been distinct little things, but this one was super distinct. Like, most of it was in Korea, most of it was subtitled. Only Atticus, of characters that we've, been following, was in it, and he only appeared at the halfway point. So, but it does answer a lot of the questions we had from earlier episodes. Who's he talking to on the phone? What's going on with her? How did she predict she was going to die, And they just, we got all the answers we could want and more. And the design of her super tails, really, really cool. They're certainly very creative in this show. And yeah, the budget is good enough to do all these little just creepy shit. Much better than last week's Gloop. Didn't like her mother. The friend was fine. I didn't trust her at the start because she was all like, super popular, and kind of she has those eyes. She was giving people stares, but they became friends. Turns out she's a communist. What can you do? And having Atticus be the one, you know, dragging her away, and like, did we see him torturing her? Interesting choice to have him and I've forgotten her name, the main Korean girl, at odds like that. You know, she wants her revenge. She really wants to kill him. They get to know each other. She reads him Count of Monte Cristo because his glasses are broken. It reminds me of something else that I don't know if I've uploaded yet. And yeah, she slowly falls for him. Just in the nick of time. Before, you know, she was luring him. And then the moment to strike came, and she was like, get out of here. So they've set up some future premonition stuff. I wonder if she'll travel to America. Maybe try to stop it. Try to intervene. Because now that we've met her and been introduced to her, they should bring her in as a regular. Obviously, we didn't see any of the others in this episode, apart from slight glimpses in his memory / future. It was more that, yeah, she wasn't seeing their memories. She was seeing their life from start to finish. Maybe that's why she says she saw his death. Because usually she sees, like, she kills them, so that is the end. But in this case, she spared him, so she got to see more that she doesn't normally get to see. Interesting. What a weird power to have. So super fresh idea, fresh episode. Kind of what we've been expecting from this show. You don't know where you're going to be each episode, or who you're going to be with, or what type of episode it's going to be. This episode was about how a thirst for revenge can turn into a love story. And I like the little Judy Garland stuff that they put as like a recurring backdrop to it all. And I'm sure there's more in Judy Garland's personal life that might be referenced throughout. It might be particularly apt with this episode. I don't know any of that. So yeah, looking forward to episode 7. Presumably we'll be back in the present. And we'll see if we get to see any of the future glimpses come to pass. So thanks for joining me for this week's episode. Catch you next time. And have a good one.